is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to our man Al in Homosassa. What's going on, brother?
Isn't it wonderful? I went ahead and invested in your Tiger dollars, and I went ahead and got the gold report for a year, and also your morning your call letter and stuff like that. And I got over a 50% return in one day, not counting everything else. But I just want to thank you. Tom's not perfect, but he tells you how to put your stops in, and he keeps your losses small. You can take your small losses, but then all of a sudden you'll be like Dave Ruth, and you'll hit a home run. I mean, a big home run.
Yeah.
And put the money in your pocket.
Okay, brother. You're awesome, man. Thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day in the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Make it a great July 4th. We're kicking into the July 4th weekend. Gotta love it. Serve the one you love. Once you decide to be a couple, you serve the one you love. To serve your love to your love. And every kiss and every touch, you feel you're there to please the one you love without expecting anything back. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 101. NASDAQ is up 12. S&P's up 20. Gold contract up $3.70, trading at $17.75 an ounce. We get silver down 7 cents, $26.09 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $1.54, $75 a penny a barrel. Notes and bonds. The 10-year down 7 ticks, trading 132.09. 30-year off 14 at 160.10. And King Dollar. King Dollar's up 154 ticks. Just took out its swing point, 92.589. Euro's at 118. The yen is out here at 111.60. And the British pound is at 137 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. Well, first, let's bring up the futures, man, because you talk about crawling, grabbing, doing everything to get the higher price. This S&P is doing it, man. That's the real bottom line. You can see I just brought up the futures up here, intraday, folks, and what you're going to see is that it's just relentless. You know, if we take a look at this out here, what is that? Yeah, 8 o'clock this morning, we're down at 42.86. You're at 39.09, and guess what? The bottom line, market's not closed yet. We take a look at the SPY. What you're going to see with the SPY is that you're going to see that you're pushing away from your breakout area, and we're pretty far away from it right now. That's saying that the leg up is on the way. The leg that we're talking about, folks, 422 is the number. You break away from that. First few days was just slow. Yesterday, you came in with big volume. The SPY yesterday did 64 million. So someone was basically closing their shots more than likely on the close yesterday, because that was a monster pop on the close. That being said, bottom line, you're going higher out here today. You're up $2.37. You're at $430. We go to the NDX 100. We know that the NDX 100, this has been a little powerhouse right now out here today. You actually get a sideways movement inside of the NDX 100 today. That being said, what you've actually did is that you rejected lower price at 352. You're at 354. That ABC structure is 362. Composite. Composite is also in a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. And we have with the composite out here, that rejected 14,439 this morning. We're up 14 bucks. That price projection is 14,844. So you can see we're talking about another 320 points on the NDX 100. So this is going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. Notes and bonds, this was quite a move yesterday, man. Yesterday, when you take a look at this chart, you're going to see, I mean, when these things go higher, and they get volume behind them, it's quite clear that they're buying them hand over fist. I mean, look at that number yesterday, 1.7 million on the 10. You're going into a high volume spike at 1.9. Now, it didn't get it. It's going to get there. It didn't get there yet. That number is 132.30. We got to, yesterday, you got to 132.18. My take is that we're going to get up to that level. If we take a look at the 10-year right now, the 10-year is yielding 1.47. Now, let's get over the oil market, because the oil market also looks like it's taking another leg up, which is pretty wild, man. So we're up $1.53. Yep, it sure is, man. Holy cow. Let's see what we got. Okay. So the real question is it a monster ABC up? It's got a close call, man. If it's ever a monster ABC up, what would it be? 61, 71, 13, 12, 13 bucks. 71, 81, 84. It's a close call. The way, yeah. Well, what happens, folks, is that I'm looking at this, and the real question is that is there, and as it has been, is there a long A point? And the one place that it's a close call, man. The smaller ABC would be 74. The smaller one had already finished off. You get a $5 A to B. Well, even a $5 A to B, yeah, it just finished that off. We may have a much larger one. Bottom line, oil's going higher. That's the bottom line. Now, the dollar here, this is pretty wild, because gold hasn't given it up yet. And it's been having a tough time. There's no two ways about that. This move in the dollar is a monster move, man. You know, the bottom line is that we came off the lows. You did a 0.618 retracement of the whole move off the low. Now, a 0.618 retracement is a very strong move. That's the real bottom line. And then on top of that, what has just happened is that we didn't get a retracement off of that move. So if you want to see something that's, you know, okay, we didn't even do a 0.382 retracement on the way back. So we'll see where this baby shakes out, but the bottom line, that is saying right now that the good old dollar is going to go for this 93.447. And that's approximately another 900 ticks higher than we are right now, you know. If we go over to the euro, let's take a look at the euro, because the euro was strong this morning, man. The euro, bottom line, had rejected lower price, and then all of a sudden it just turned. It turned, I guess, at about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Yeah, it did, right there. The euro is strong, yeah, right up until 10:30, and then just gave it up in spades. The yen, if we go take a look at the yen, now as the yen gets, the yen's taking a leg up. This is wild. When I say this is wild, what I mean, folks, is that we're not getting actually smoked inside the gold market right now, because this yen just took out its high of 110.97. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the markets open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today, and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 112. We get the Nasdaq up 8. S&Ps are up 20. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. And don't forget, folks, every trading day, Basil has an outstanding show here, 10 to 11 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, The Opening Call. Now, for his newsletter subscribers, folks, he's going to be doing a multi-day webinar. And it's going to be very easy for you to be a subscriber. This multi-day webinar, the first one is going to be Wednesday on July 14th from 9 a.m. to 4:30. And then we're going to do a follow-up on Wednesday, July 28th from 10 till noon. We're going to let our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, tell you all about it, but I was listening to him on his program today. It's pretty cool, folks. Okay? You're going to do a webinar, then you have a couple of weeks to send the charts into Basil. Basil will mark them up, send them back to you. Then he's going to do another follow-up on the 28th, so you can really get a full understanding of how you ride that wave each and every day. Now, it's very easy to come into this webinar, folks. You come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content. You're just going to hit I'm Mr. Basil Chapman. You're going to hit checkout, and what you're going to do there, that is going to be $295 for the two-part webinar. Okay, so you have the first day. Whoops, there we go. The first day out here is going to be on the 20. I just lost track there. Where are we? Here we go. The first day is going to be on the 14th. The second one is going to be on the 28th. So the bottom line is that if you'd like to come to a great webinar, folks, Basil's going to put one on, and let our man Basil Chapman tell us all about it. What's going on?
I love to choose these webinars and these, especially the all-day ones, right at a critical moment when I think the market is going to have some kind of, it doesn't have to be volatile up or down. It just needs to be a market that will demonstrate intraday. We'll be looking at live charts, the kind of patterns that we're looking for all the time. You were talking just a moment ago about, in fact, let me just go to what you're talking about just to show this is live. This is exactly what we look at. This is the way we do it. And what's exciting about this is that we will do it for the full day. So it's, it's 7 hours of intense work. But I answer the questions right. Every single question that gets asked, we spend time going through it, because pretty much what is asked by one person, other people are also looking to have the answer. So you spoke about crude oil. So some of the easier techniques that I've developed, and almost everyone in their software package is able to draw straight lines. Maybe you can't do the arches or the circles. It doesn't matter. You can always invent something that reminds you about it. But the straight lines are important. And look at this. You spoke about crude oil, something that I've done ever since I used to hand chart back in the 1970s are trend lines and the channels, and within the channels, what happens. Well, look at crude oil. Crude oil made a low. In the Chapman wave, we're always looking for an identifiable low, and a buy signal will be upgraded to a buy mode, meaning that you should go to at least 4 higher peaks to the peak D, and then other things can happen. You use your analysis to see what happens at D. But the objective is to get you from that starting point to at least the D. So now what we're looking at is crude oil makes a low back around about the 23rd, 24th of May. And it goes peak A, peak B, peak, and then there's not a peak all the way through until it gets to the 16th of June. It makes a C, pulls back, and now look at this trend line, this green line, and there's something I developed years ago called the Chapman Wave Inside Track. That becomes, when it's on the upside, it becomes a repellent zone. Every time the price magnetically gets to that line, you think, oh, this is great, it's going to break out. I don't know what it is about trend lines, but look how it just refused to break out, and this little dashed pink line was your reversal line. Even today, when it skyrocketed all the way from, we mentioned that it starts in the 62. Today it is 76.22, hit that trend line and pull back. I mean, these are simple techniques that you can use all the time. I love doing that. It keeps you in the trend. The other thing that keeps one in the trend is, look at this green line, the 9-period over the 14-period moving average. Still strong. Price hasn't broken. It's touched the 14, and it keeps moving up. And then I'll teach how you can draw a trend line below. And if you take it from the very low bar, very often you're going to get a trend line that skyrockets right through the price. I'll show where the perfect place to get the next trend line is. So you were talking about crude oil, so I thought I'd just show that whole bunch of techniques, even within this. There's another pattern that I call the falling axe pattern. This is right here. I'll just demonstrate quickly, because these are the patterns that we're looking for. And if you have a template that says these are the patterns you can look for, when you identify, here's crude oil, makes an all-time high way back in the 84 area, back in 2018, plummets down. You remember, it actually went to minus 40, the contract itself. Anyway, it turns around, it comes back, it goes peak A, peak B, and look at this pattern on the left here. It makes lower highs and much lower lows, and then it finds a base. And then when it breaks out above this downtrend line, I have a technique that I call the Chapman Wave one-to-one expansion. And here we go, one. So if crude oil is going to do this one-to-one expansion, I think we're looking at that 86 level coming up in 2021. We've got to be careful about that. So I want you to just demonstrate live right on the air what we're looking at. Here's the Dow. The Dow's doing exactly the same thing. It has the same pattern, that Chapman Wave, what I call the falling axe formation. Just I like to nickname these things. Really what it is, it's an expanding, declining cone, just too many words. So here's the Dow. Look, same pattern. Here's your inside track repellent zone. Here's your sharp declining move, goes down to 33,271. We've been long since March of last year at the exact low of the year. And we added yesterday morning. Why? Because here's this one-to-one expansion from that falling axe formation. I drew it in there, blue. The pink is the expansion. We almost went to it's actually within pennies of that expansion that I was looking at. It's in leg C. There's a good chance. I'm always looking for the D, that we should pull back and then go to a D. So these are live things. This is exactly what we're talking about. I spoke to you about the S&P, or was it just a couple of days ago? I said the S&P is in leg B. If at any point from July 1, if there is a higher high than June, it extends as leg B. Now, you know, I said I'm always looking for Ds.
Yes.
Well, B means that even if from today we pull back really sharply, you have made a new candle high in July. You cannot get a peak B confirmation until the very last trading day of August.
I know. I heard they say that this morning on your program, man. That's interesting.
I mean,
yeah, right.
It is interesting because you've got the Dow at peak C. It's already made the peak C. That means it can go to a leg D, and yet the S&P 500 stocks are early in their upcycle. It's just, I love this. So these are very simple techniques. And then what's exciting about it, Tom, is that everything that we do, the first half, we go through all the patterns. The second half of the day, we start to actually trade, and we're looking at those patterns. We're trying to do it live. He has a 1-minute chart. It's the same thing that I'm talking about. It applies. Look, there's your peak D in the 1-minute chart. It's stalled. There's your down arrow. It's gone sideways. These are patterns that repeat over and over. And what's exciting about it is that they will then have 2 weeks to practice, and then 2 weeks later we get back and we put it again live for 2 hours, and we see what can you improve on, what have you really nailed, what do you want to improve on. I'm excited. It should be very good.
All right, there's no doubt. And folks, it's very easy to come into. Come over to our website. You're going to see right under featured content. You get July 14th, the 28th. You just hit that checkout button. Basil, have a great one, a safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you, Tom. You too.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Tom O'Brien has just published his 1000th gold report. It's amazing to think that Tom has been writing his weekly gold report for almost 20 years. To celebrate the 1000th issue of Tom O'Brien's gold report, we've just launched a Tiger Dollar sale which runs for 2 weeks only through July 4th weekend. We've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses where you can now get up to a 40% bonus on your purchase. But that's not all. Inflation is here and the price of the gold report is going up after July 4th. Right now, you can lock in the gold report at the current pricing of $97 a month for as long as you remain a subscriber. This deal won't come around again. Get your Tiger Dollars today and apply them to the gold report before the price goes up on July 5th. Tiger Dollars never expire and are good for any TFNN newsletter or service as a great way to add savings. Head on over to the front page of TFNN.com for all the details and help us celebrate Tom O'Brien's 1000th gold report.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Back, folks, at Robinhood. So let's take a look at Robinhood. It's pretty amazing, folks, again, that when you see some of these numbers, they just keep pushing paper out. These are monster numbers, man. Monster loss numbers, okay? Let's put it that way. Robinhood filed an initial public offering disclosing it became profitable last year only to have its losses skyrocket in the first quarter. When you see these losses are something else, man. So it generated, it generated income of $7.4 million on net revenue of $959 million in 2020 compared to a loss of $107 million on $278 million the previous year. Now, that being said, what they're trying to gloss over here, folks, okay, is this. So in the first 3 months of this year, okay, they lost $1.44 billion with a B. Yes, yes, $1.44 billion. So how long is it going to take to make that up? I suspect it's going to be a while. Now, what's intriguing here inside of this also is this. We've been hearing about crypto forever. The bottom line, Robinhood does let their clients trade 7 different cryptos that are in there. And then the cryptos are a big part of their business, man. The bottom line is that the first quarter, 17% of their revenue was from crypto trading. What is really intriguing there is that of the 17%, 30-something was for Dogecoin. And, you know, the bottom line is that if you ever look at some of these, you know, like you and I, we used to, whether it's the futures product, whether it's the ETFs, whether it's the stocks, when we buy or sell a stock, folks, okay, you know, the spread is like a penny or 2 pennies. When you're doing these cryptos, man, they're banging out. There's spreads in there that are 15, 20% spreads. I mean, they're just outrageous spreads. So pretty wild. Another blast from the past out here is Krispy Kreme. So Krispy Kreme, that went public this morning. This is another company that no doubt has been around. Let me see. What's going to be the... Oh, now it's DNUD. And for all you tigers and tigresses out here, I'm sure that many of you remember the first time that Krispy Kreme went public, the amount of calls that we used to get in here on Krispy Kreme was like phenomenal. And the bottom line is that it turned into a horror show. But that was definitely a huge cult stock. There's no doubt about it. End up imploding. You know, for a year and a half, no one could do anything wrong. And then, guess what? No one could do anything right. And Krispy Kreme went south in a monster way. Now, Krispy Kreme right now is taking in over $1 billion, but guess what? They're losing money. That's the bottom line. So they just continue to push paper out. That's the real bottom line. Pushing paper out, bottom line gets things going, and the real question is going to be, can they basically get into an aspect of making money? At this particular point, though, they're pushing that paper out, and they're not making money. Market-wise out here, you know, you got everything in the green. You're kicking into the July 4th holiday. I expect what you're going to see out here is that we're going to kick right into the holiday in the green. We got red, white, blue, and green. And I suspect that green is going to stay out there. What is intriguing is that you got every indice, they're kind of taking their turns. And the Dow started up, you know, it had taken out the swing point yesterday. So the swing we talk about in the Dow was that 34,500. You're 150 points over it right now. Next level of bottom line looks to me like it's going to go after the highs. I mean, it won't be much to go after the highs. You only need, what, is it 35,090. So we need like another 400 points. Inside of the Dow Industrials today, the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow. You get United Health putting 25 positive points, Nike 22, Amgen 16, Home Depot 14. Goldman Sachs is taking away 24, Walgreens taking away 23, and Walmart taking away 10. Let's go over to Walmart for a second. Let's see. I haven't looked at the stock for a while. So Walmart, okay, yeah, it's still hanging tough. Walmart right now is down $1.57 today. Look at this, though. This just, yeah, it would need more volume. So you get a consolidation on Walmart. That's how Walmart's consolidating. Amazon, we take a look at Amazon. Amazon right now, sideways move. I believe that Amazon, I think it's only 2 days left that Jeff Basil steps down. Let me see this. I believe it's, just days before, so Thursday. Yeah, evidently the next couple days he's stepping down as chief executive officer. bottom line is that let's see how they're structured. So what's going to happen then? Management is structured. You got president, CEO, co-founder. So he's stepping down. Oh, I see. They already gave Andy Jassy the chief exec. Oh, I see. Here it is right here. July 5th. Happens July 5th. So Basil steps down July 5th. What is that? July 5th is Tuesday. Yeah, he steps down Tuesday, man. That's the bottom line. That's quite a run, man. That is quite a run. And the bottom line is that I remember when Amazon actually just opened, which is just amazing. Because the big deal then, folks, okay, was, of course, that all they did was books. And at that particular point, it was eBay that was the monster inside the selling business. And what they were actually selling at that particular time, and this is even before the Beanie Babies craze, it was, my God, what was first it was was it the Chiclets? I forget what it was first, man. I remember, but the bottom line, even before the Beanie Babies, there was another little cult that was going on that really got eBay going. But the bottom line is that somewhere in the mix, what eBay didn't do what Amazon realized they did, that Amazon realized they were in the delivery business. You know what the amazing part about it is that when you actually look at the guy that started Domino's Pizza, he understood right off the bat that the Cabbage Patch Kids, yes, that they were in there for sure. That if we go to Domino's, stay with Domino's for a second, Domino's Pizza, he understood right from the get-go, Tom Monahan, that he was in the delivery business, not in the pizza business. And you can see that it's pretty amazing, actually. And I suspect that there will be some, real good business classes in the aspect of when all of these things changed, how is Domino's making so much money on a continual basis? And you can take a look at this chart. I mean, it's been consolidating for a while, but you're trading at $398. And let's see, Domino's taking in, there goes, $500 million in pizza. Not bad. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien. And you get the NASDAQ up 12, S&Ps are up 20. Let's go to Amazon and just see where the big buyers are at this particular point. Meaning, are they buying or selling Amazon on it? It's not a short-term basis, but gives you some kind of an idea of what is happening out here. So if we first take a look at what we are looking for here, this 630. So that's June 30th. There's one. Who's that? So that's J.P. Morgan Chase bought another 337,000. That's yesterday, right? 1 second. Yeah, that's yesterday. 630. Okay, so now sellers is 630 right there. Who's that? Okay, so that's Fidelity. Fidelity moved out 179,000. Credit Suisse moved out 247,000. That's not a lot. That's something we'll keep an eye on, though. I see Jennison moved out. No, that's March 6. That's the only ones out there. That's the only ones out there. Now, let's go. I want to go to Barrick Gold again. I want to look at Barrick because Fidelity has been a monster seller of Barrick. I believe that they have stopped, though. I just want to see this. There's going to be a number out here. Yeah, it's the same number. It's updated, but it's still 20 million. It's okay, 4.6%. We got to remember that number. 4.65%. I believe that was 23. So you don't have any buyers out there. Yeah, Fidelity's still a seller. That's the bottom line. Keep an eye on that number. They got 83 million shares. See, what happened with Barrick, when they bought actually Rheingold, they were the largest owners of both Barrick and Rheingold. I mean, that's how they like the deal. But it's curious as to they're trying to trim that position of how that is shaken out. Some of the higher volume equities out here in the market in general is that we have Micron Tech's down 472. We're going to take a look at that. I believe Micron came out with the numbers, right? Is that what we did out here? So Micron. Okay, so Micron demand may be peaking. That's what they said. Okay. Yeah, you're down on volume. Let's go to our man Andy in Boulder, Colorado. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, how you been?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing okay. Thanks.
So are you guys getting hot out there? Has that heat spell come to you? Are you okay in Boulder?
Well, no, it happened earlier in June, and then while the west of the divide, was just sweltering, I'm on the east side, on the Front Range.
Okay.
And we were getting all the cool, wet weather during that whole period, so sorry to say we're kind of benefiting it.
Thank God. Yeah.
But it is totally a different scene between both sides of the divide. The east is all cool and wet, and the west is all hot and dry. So
right. And as Andy's speaking out here, folks, okay, what happens, you got to remember something. The mountain ranges are huge out there, and that's what he's talking about when we're talking about the Front Range. And, it makes a huge difference weather-wise what does happen when, you're in the west. There's no doubt, man. It's pretty Pretty intense, man. I'm glad you guys are on the right side of it, though. My God.
So far.
Yeah, I know, man. It was. It's really early for a 30-degree hike in the and the temperature, no doubt.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what are we going to look at today? SB?
I want to look at safe bulkers again. It's just been between like 440 and 370, and I just want to get your take as to if it's going to break down or it's going to break up. I'm kind of
okay, so let's take a look at it. This is Marine Dry Bulk Services, grain, iron ore, coal. Company is a fleet of vessels. Okay, so the low's 82 cents, the high's 440. Yeah, I'd be careful with this right now, man. I don't like how this is coming out. See this volume coming out today?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be happening. Now, it hasn't broke a swing, but that shouldn't be happening. And what does happen is this. The way this chart is lined up, and I know you know this, Andy, and that's why is that, it's a nice-looking chart, but what does happen is that if you break downtown, you can really break downtown, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Now,
so I'm just kind of curious where to put that stop in right now. I mean, it's like an inverse head and shoulders, but that, like you said, that volume today is not. I'm not happy about that at all.
It's not cool. No, let me look at. So August 4th is when they're going to come out with numbers. I'd keep it really tight. Now, you know what's interesting here, man? So you hear me talk a lot about, whether the goods are coming in from China and all this, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, what's happening right now, folks, is this. Is that now this shouldn't happen with this because it wouldn't make any sense. Because what happens, this is the dry bulk transportation. So when they're doing when you're doing a dry bulk, folks, what ends up happening is that the cargo bins literally are cargo bins, meaning they just throw all the grain in there, they throw the iron ore, they throw the coal. So you're not dealing with containers that are inside of these deals. So I think that part should be all right. What I would worry about a little, and this is what is that the transportation rates have got so dramatically higher, right? That what is happening is that a lot of end users, not necessarily end users, uses that of containers in general. Now, I want to try to separate this a little with what you just called about, but really not, because this just happened this morning, and I know myself how many I just canceled. So what's going on is that the rates are so high that people are canceling left and right. All I'm doing, I'm saying to myself, you know what, I'm going to wait 4 more months before I send anything over. Now, some people can't do that, but I have a feeling that that is going to end up hitting the transportation business in general because the rates have got so high. See, they get bottlenecks, then you have the containers, and then you get the shipping rates. Because the shipping rates are so high right now, folks, you just lose money whether you're bringing containers over, So I'd be a little careful with it. That's the real bottom line.
Yeah, okay. Well, I got in back, I don't know, April 21st at 260 when it started going up. So I've done pretty well. And I've been peeling off when it ever got up to 4, a little bit here and there. I'm just curious as to whether it's going to break down. And today it doesn't look good. So.
Well, you know what? Here, so check this out. This is cool because in the YouTube. They're asking about NAT, okay, also, and NAT's breaking down with volume. I just sell it, Andy, man. I'd sell it.
Okay.
I'd sell it. Because you know what? I'm bringing up NAT also, and, the bottom line is that this is they're in the oil business, and this is also basically coming down with volume. So what very well could be happening, and this is where it's going to get interesting about inflation being transitory versus if people stop balking, like I balked this morning. I had already sent China deposits and everything, and, I've been doing business here for a while, so I'm not worried about my deposits. But they're going to have money for a while, and I'm not going to have my goods, and I really just don't care. Because the goods cost more to bring over, and that may be happening. If that's happening, then the transportation business in general is going to take in less money because people are turning around saying, guess what, I'm not going to pay your freight, and I don't need it right now. So
Got it. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
Have a great 4th, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave. Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 99. You get the NASDAQ up 3. S&Ps are up 18. We get over to those small caps. We take a look at that IWM, folks. That's going to be laying right next to the highs out here. So this is going to be wild watching this one shake out, because what we have had here is this. Watch this when we put this up here. This is about as long as I've seen in quite some time. I can bring this back to February of this year. So you got a 6-month consolidation that's happening. We'll see whether it can get to the highs. It took the small caps a good year after everything else had broken its highs in order to basically get to new highs, and it's still up there at this particular point. And it looks like it's going to get to its highs. We'll see whether it can break those highs. Silver contract out here today. So what we had with silver broke topside. Good setup, and then gave it up on price, man. The bottom line is that we broke out of this consolidation that silver had. This is early this morning before the dollar made a comeback. That being said, what you did do is that you had volume as you got up to this $26.52. So most times, folks, what does happen is this. When you go to a higher high, you break out of consolidation and you have volume behind the move, and then you give it up on price, you go right back topside. we'll see whether it can hold, but that's how this baby shakes out. So as we kick in to that 4th of July holiday, I don't expect anything to get smoked. That's what it really comes down to. That's how it normally works out. You get a little here, a little there. The market is still crawling to new all-time highs. That's how this market is shaking out right now. The note and bond market, they want higher highs, so it doesn't look like there's going to be any surprise tomorrow with the jobs number. That jobs number is going to come in tomorrow, and that will move the note and bond market. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need, folks, is right inside you. Might as well have a blast with it. Don't forget about the Tiger Dollar sale. Great way to save some money, folks. You only have till the next 3 or 4 days. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, is out there. He's going to do a great workshop for you. Check that out also. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people.